Don't do that on camera.
Does that hurt your head? Doesn't that hurt your head when you do that?
Kind of.
So like,
Hi everyone, I'm Evan,
I'm Josh.
and together we are trying to rock the world. We want to wish you all a happy Mid-Autumn Moon Festival.
Today we're going to be doing a mooncake taste test. Let's go.
The Moon Festival.
The Moon Festival is a holiday celebrated all over the world. Commonly, families come together for a reunion dinner. The Moon Festival typically is on the 15th day in the 8th month of the lunar calendar, which is typically in September or October. This year it lands on October 1st.
Correct. So one of the ways that we celebrate the Moon Festival is by eating mooncakes. You may ask, what is a mooncake? So a mooncake is usually like a circular snack or dessert. There's an outer shell, the inner filling, sometimes commonly with lotus paste or white lotus paste or even other various fillings. Sometimes even in that further, there's a salted duck egg. So before we do our taste test, we want to talk a little bit about why we celebrate the Moon Festival. So Josh here is going to give you an explanation.
There's many origin stories as to why we celebrate the Moon Festival, but one we heard a lot growing up is the Legend of Chang'E. We want to keep this story short, so I'm going to use my phone as a cheat sheet. Alright, so first things first, there's three main characters. We got Hou-Yi, the Bad Apprentice, and Chang'E. In Mandarin, Chang'e, and in Canto, Sir Noel. I apologize if I pronounced that really, really bad. Point number one, Hou-Yi shoots down 9 of the 10 suns to relieve famine and drought caused by those suns. As a result, he becomes respected among many. He then marries Chang'e, and they become the ideal image of love. By chance, Hou-Yi receives an immortality elixir which he has Chang'e hide at home. One day when Hou-Yi is not around, the Bad Apprentice shows up and tries to steal the elixir. As a result, Chang'e panics and drinks that elixir. She floats up to heaven but decides to stop at the moon so she can stay close to her husband. Each year, Hou-Yi makes round mooncakes for Chang'e and looks at the moon to remember his wife. And this is also why we celebrate on the 15th day in the 8th month of the lunar calendar, because that is when the moon is brightest, and therefore when Hou-Yi can see his wife the easiest. Today we'll be taste testing White Lotus mooncakes from 4 different brands. The first brand is going to be Kam Wah, a brand sold at Costco.
The second one is Wah, a popular brand from Hong Kong. The third and fourth mooncakes are from bakeries in San Francisco Chinatown. The third one is from the AA Bakery and Cafe.
The fourth one is from Washington Bakery and Restaurant. Mooncake number 1 is Kam Wah. Alright, let's dig in, dude.
Alright. This one?
No, wrong one, bro. This one. So Kam Wah is the brand we found at our local Costco. There was a 4-pack. There's different varieties of that 4-pack. I think it cost around $15 or $16, I believe. And I believe if I read online correctly, kind of the brands that sold at Costco kind of varies per location.
That was good. There was 2 egg yolks. I think it wasn't like overly sweet or overly rich. It was like a good balance. The outer shell, I guess flaky, not really flaky, more like smooth. Overall, a very good balance. That's what I would say.
I agree with Evan. There's not much to compare to right now. Let's eat the second one, Wah, the brand from Hong Kong.
Yes.
And see how that compares to the Costco version.
So these first 2 mooncakes that we had, the filling is white lotus seed paste with 2 egg yolks. So I guess the difference between white lotus seed paste and lotus seed paste is that the seeds is like de-shelled and deboned for the white lotus. So I'm gonna try now.
Demembraned. I'm not eating all of these. These are even quarter slices. And even a quarter slice is a bit heavy for me, honestly, no matter how strong or how light it is. So compared to the first one, even though it was 2 egg yolks, there was no egg yolk in mine. It just fell out. It was definitely more heavy when cutting into the one from Wah compared to the one from Costco. Taste-wise, it's, I would say, more consistent and not super strong, but on the heavier side. It's not hard to describe a mooncake if you haven't had it before. But this is stronger than Kam Wah though.
I did eat the whole piece. So when I'm eating into it, in my mouth, the lotus paste, it seems more sticky. So it's more like sticking to my mouth. And that to me has a stronger flavor than compared to the one from Costco.
The third one we have here is from AA Bakery in San Francisco Chinatown. AA Bakery offered a huge variety of different mooncakes. This here is also the White Lotus, I believe, with 1 egg yolk. When we cut into this one, it was obviously a lot different from both Wing Wah and Kam Wah. The egg yolk was on the harder side, so it fell out immediately once we cut into it. That's the thing with some of these mooncakes, when you cut into it, the egg yolk falls out. So also for the egg yolk, the mooncakes vary from no egg yolk to 4, as we've seen as much as 4. So that means probably less of the lotus seed around it and more egg taste. I would say the salted egg is a acquired taste. So if you are new to mooncakes, either get 1 or 0, or just don't eat the egg yolk.
So I would say I like the one from Wing Wah. The lotus paste is still again very sticky. But the thing that pops out, or the thing that's like distinguishable to me, is that Josh was saying when we were cutting it, it was falling apart. When I was eating it, it was kind of falling apart. And then the egg yolk, it has like I guess you could say maybe more, the flavor is more prominent, but I'm saying because it's more like, it kind of fell out, so it's more prominent in the flavor.
I would say this one, so far, is the softest of the 3. I don't know why. We sorted all in the similar conditions. I don't know what soft means. Maybe they forgot, or not forgot, but maybe they added less of a certain ingredient to make its texture and consistency a little softer. But besides that, I mean, the taste is still there. It's not super strong as Wing Wah's, probably just on par as Kam Wah's.
Okay. So the fourth one is from Washington Bakery in San Francisco Chinatown. They do have mooncake available to order, but we didn't do that. We just walked in and we were able to get some. So there are, in general, a lot of varieties of mooncakes available out there to buy at your store, to buy at bakeries. But for this video, we wanted to go with one that we very frequently ate while growing up. So again, this is the White Lotus Seed paste. So what do you think?
I would say, I'm trying to compare.
Find the right word.
Find the right word and try to compare to the other ones we have. So I would say this one is mild flavored, but balanced, but the most balanced across the board.
Yeah.
So the egg yolk, it did fall apart. They did fall apart when we did cut into it, but then the flavor is not overly strong. So then by saying that, I was thinking like, if you ever had to come visit SF Chinatown, or a person who hasn't had mooncake before, I wouldn't want to give them Wing Wah's. So because Wing Wah's is the flavor is rich, the egg yolk is heavy, right? But then Washington Bakery's one is mild and balanced just right. That I don't want to scare that person like, this is a mooncake, so heavy, so fatty. But then this one is just, I would say, done just right.
So now a recap for all the 4 mooncakes. I would say that in general, I do like mooncakes. So to me, it's kind of like I saw each one has like a distinctive feature about it. Josh was saying, right, for the Washington Bakery, everything's very balanced. Everything's very mild, but in a good way, for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
The other 2, the AA Bakery and the Kam Wah, I think they were kind of similar to me in that they were kind of breaking apart a little bit. And then some of the lotus paste was kind of sticky as well too. But and then my favorite was the Wing Wah. And I would say overall it's all good. More on the rich side, but that's what I like in mooncake. And then the egg yolk was good too. So salty, but then a good texture and good contrast to the whole mooncake. What do you think?
I agree. Good points, Evan. I would say, if you're passing it out, to your family or, you're married and you pass it out to your in-laws, definitely go with the Wing Wah.
Wing Wah, huh?
Wing Wah or Washington Bakery. It comes in a nice box. Kam Wah does come in a box, but taste-wise and the looks-wise, they don't pass the eye test. So I would, Wing Wah is on the more expensive side. We want an individual one for $10 at your trendy supermarket. But besides that, I would go with Wing Wah.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you again all for watching our video. Again, we want to wish you all a happy Mid-Autumn Moon Festival. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell for the notifications. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. What other mooncakes that we should try and say maybe a next video. Right, there's durian, there's ice cream. What else is there?
There's winter melon,
red bean, black sesame, jujube,
green tea. I had to go down the list, yo.
Leave us
Mixed nuts.
Yeah, with ham. Leave us a comment, if you want us to try any of those. Any places you recommend specifically for mooncakes. All right, thank you all again. Bye-bye.
See you in the next video.